This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
You have already installed Power BI?
Yeah, it is already there in my machine.
Oh, okay. I wanted someone to install now.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Anyone else? Do you have a Windows screen machine right now so that we can install? Is anyone else? Okay, right. I will show you. Might be you will install. Okay, right. No problem. Thank you, Ravi.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So what you need to do, you just need to go to Google, type in as Power BI download, and once you type in as Power BI download, you should get a Microsoft link. Okay, which is called as downloads. You navigate here, please. Once you navigate here, you will get an option to download. Okay, Power BI desktop download. So click on this download, or you can go to advanced download options. Suppose I go to advanced download options. Okay, it will ask you, okay, what is your language? You can select in default to English, and then it will tell you the size and then x64 setup and the normal setup. It doesn't matter, you can choose anyone, and it is right now telling you the version. Okay, and system requirements, it is just the latest machine. You should hold Windows 8 and above, and you should have a decent enough RAM. Okay, right. And other than that, if you click on download directly, it will ask you, shall I go to Microsoft Store? You can click on it and click on open store. Okay, then it will ask you an option to get. Once you click an option to get, it will download for some time, and then once it downloads, what you need to do, just the exe file, you just need to click on next buttons until the final option. Three some 5 6 buttons of next will be there, and install. Nothing that would be seriously required for installing Power BI, because right now it is available on my machine. I'm not doing it. So it is around 400 MB. Basing on your internet speed, it will download. But nowadays, everyone's internet is better, so it will be finished very fast. And once it is finished, you just need to click on next buttons, and it will be already installed. No problem. Okay. If anyone is trying and if they are facing any issue, they can ask me tomorrow. I'll help them out installing this thing. Not a big thing. Or if someone is ready to do now, we can do it. Okay. I'll park this aside. Once you do this, the advantage of installing from Microsoft Store is, okay, you don't need to download the updates again and again. Okay, so whenever there is an update in Microsoft Power BI, automatically the updates will be installed in your Power BI. So suppose right now, how to open Power BI is, I'll show you. You click on Windows button, search for Power, it will pop up here. Okay, once I click on this, let it open. Okay, when you open Power BI, in default, it will show you the screen where in Power BI desktop, get data or recent sources and your recent most files. Or if you want to open any other reports, it will show. And if you want to buy license, as I told you, pro license and premium license. Pro license is $10, where you can publish the reports into server, Power BI service, which will help you update your refresh your data set 8 times in a day. And there is a limitation of one file of Power BI should be 10 GB only, and the server space you will get is 100 GB. Sorry, 1 GB and 10 GB. And when it is a premium license, you get a 10 GB and a 100 GB workspace. Single file of Power BI can be 10 GB. So right now, I'm not signing in because I don't have a license. For your learning, license is not required. And if there is any update, it will show here that I am having a new update available. And this is Power BI blog, forums, and tutorial. You can directly click here. It will take you to Microsoft web page. But this is all not needed. I did not install using this store. That's why if there is any update, it will ask me to download manually. Okay. So let me close the store because I did not install using store. It will tell me update is available. When you click on update is available, it will take you to Microsoft page. Okay. And it will show you what are the latest features that have been installed or included into Power BI. Okay.
If you want, I can share my screen for installing.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Mohan.
Okay.
It's good that
What
someone
should I
sees
do?
it. I will make you presenter, then you can share your screen.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone able to see Mohan's screen?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Mohan,
Yes.
just open a new tab.
Okay. New tab.
In the new tab, you type Power BI download. Click on the first link. Go to scroll down, left side option, Power BI desktop download. First option.
This
Yeah,
one.
yeah. You can say open Microsoft Store. Then it'll go to the app of Power BI. Yep. Click on get.
Hello.
Yes, Rajat.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the difference between 32-bit and 64-bit?
That's your machine. What do you say? Uh, Configuration, sir. That doesn't matter for you right now because all the machines will be 64 from Windows 8 or above. It is already like 64-bit machines. So 32-bit machines are like before Windows 8, wherein we were using Windows XP and Windows 7 or something of that sort. But this one, it is all Windows 64 only.
Okay.
That is like, what do you say? Too much of technicality in the background. It should not be needed for our purview.
Hmm.
I have just one question.
Go ahead, sir.
So this pro and premium
Premium.
license,
Mm,
this
mm,
is,
mm.
yeah, this is just related to the space or any other functionality, even the refresh, apart from the refresh, space and refresh.
Okay. If you want to have incremental logic, okay, I'll tell you one
Hmm.
example. Your data set is like you have imported the data. Okay. Your data is around 1 million or something. Okay. And you have to run the load every like one to, what do you say, every day you need to run. Okay. And there will be only few extra records in a particular day getting added to your database or CSV files or whatever your input source. Suppose on the first day you had 1 million records that are there in your Power BI, fine. But on the next day, only 100 records got extra added. Now, if you want to include incremental logic where only 100 records you want to add on the next day into your Power BI, this incremental logic, okay, incremental update is available only in premium. It is not there in pro. Okay. So if you have to use pro, what you need to do, either you can do it in the database where you can include the merge logic in SQL, and then you can bring that extra records into your table, and you can connect it to Power BI. That extra records will start to show. Or you can truncate your table, load your table every day with the extra records and the original records. That is one method where again you can make a direct query to Power BI and you can see your records. Okay. Or you can buy a premium license. You can use this logic and then keep the incremental logic. So all the advanced things where like you have to do high level technical stuff, those they have kept it in premium license. And when there is more data required, then only they have kept it in premium license. Otherwise, everything is available in pro license itself. Did you understand my explanation?
Okay. Yeah, understood. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Thank
let
you.
it download.
Ah,
What do you say, Mohan? I will
ah,
share
okay.
my screen. You tell me once it is downloaded. We will
Ah,
continue. Okay.
okay. Fine.
Right. I'll take the screen for the moment.
Yeah.
Let me know once it is done. Okay. So once you open Power BI, this is how it will look. Okay. And here you have something called as get data button. Okay. So let's start with on visualization today, that World Cup 23 data. So once you click on data, get data, you will have directly CSV or database connections. Or you can always go to more, click on more. Once you click on more, because right now I need to make connection into my this folder, 6th March folder, and I need to pick up these three files: World Cup deliveries, World Cup matches, points table. So what I will do, I will click on CSV file. This is a CSV file. File means comma separated file. Okay. If you are asking me what is a comma separated file, you can open this in Notepad. Okay. The file will be comma separated if you see here. Okay. Or if you open in Excel, it doesn't make any difference. It will start showing like an Excel sheet. Okay. Now this data I need to bring it into my Power BI. So I'll click on CSV file, connect, and the three files are visible to me. Okay. I will take one after the other. So let me take points table once. So it will say I'm loading the data. Let it be. Okay. Now it will give you a preview. Okay, few records like based on first 200 rows, it will give you a preview, and it will auto read that this was a comma CSV file because we have seen that, and it is saying delimiter is comma separated file. If the delimiter is colon, semicolon, space, tab, or anything, it is basing on your requirement. You can modify, but default CSV is always a comma file. So now the data is looking fine. Whatever is there in the file, it is showing here. Either you can load the data or transform the data. Okay, let me click on load the data for the moment. I will choose the transform data option next time. Okay, once I click on load the data, it is showing a pop-up that I am applying the changes. Let it do. So it is creating a connection in the model. Okay, only 10 rows were there. It is saying it is loaded, and now here see in the right hand side under data, it is starting to show that points table. So whatever the file name was, 2023 World Cup points table, so decent enough, it picked up the same name. It is showing as a table and the columns under it. Okay. Now the good part is, let me open this file for a moment. Okay. Now if you see, wherever there is a number, those columns are already read as a number within Power BI. Okay. Whenever it is showing a sigma symbol in front of the column, okay, that means this is a number column right now. And there are many ways to understand whether this is a number column or a text column, which I will show. Okay. So now this column, fur column, okay, if you see in this fur column, there is some numerical, along with that there is a forward slash. So it did not understand. It is saying, okay, I will take this as the string. String means text field. So this is considered as a text field. This is also considered as a text field. And team, obviously it is a text field. If you see, it is mentioning the team name. So team name is also in a text field. Good. So it Power BI automatically understands what is your column type. And if you want to switch the column type, I will show you in few moments how to do that. So right now, this is good, decent enough. Close. Okay. So the good part is whenever I imported some file, it is getting read here and it is starting to show as a table. If you see, this is some kind of a table here, columnar table it is showing, and then the columns within that. Okay, under data, right? Then what you need to do generally, click on file, click on save as, browse, and then might be I'll choose today's date and create a folder. Okay, so today is 6th June 24, World Cup 2023. Save. Okay, right. The folder structure is important. Whichever development projects or you're doing, or testing projects that you're doing, or support anything, maintaining the folder structure is very important. And you should remember, okay, where I've kept my files. If you're working in SharePoint, everything, so that if someone asks you, you're handing over tasks also, you should always keep in a proper folder structure. Right. So once you save this, this is saved. Here it is showing I've saved it as 750 am. Always save your file. So obviously use this floppy drive or click on Control S. So now this is fine. I picked up the first file. I want the second file. So I can click on Get Data. You can directly choose this text or CSV. Okay. And in your 6th June, the file isn't there. Go to one sec. CSV file World Cup points table I've taken. World Cup matches will take. Click on Open. Okay, this is the preview. So the second file it is starting. If anyone asks any question, you can stop and ask me, no problem. Don't wait until the last. So this is the file showing up here. This is decent enough. This is what is there in my matches table also. Now instead of clicking on load, I'll click on transform data. Okay, it will open the Power Query editor. Okay, once it opens Power Query editor, now you can make a call. Which column you want to be read as a number column, which column you want to be read as a text column, might be you will transform here. So in default, when Power BI opened the file, in the background, if you see, it read the source. Okay, it is reading the source CSV document. It is under so and so location. Okay, right?
Download completed.
Okay, Mohan, thank you. I'll get back to you.
Hmm.
When you mention data get refreshed at time, so it is static or dynamic at certain time intervals. Can we get more? Okay, one question is there from Sam. When you mentioned get refreshed today, sorry, when you mentioned the data gets refreshed 8 times a day, so it is static or dynamic at certain time intervals. Can we do more often? So from where you're pulling your data, from where you're storing your data. So Sam, on your question, if you're storing your data in database, you are writing your end file into a database, and you are connecting through direct query into Power BI, there is no need of refresh. So automatically, whenever the user uses, it will hit the database and it will get the latest data available in the Power database into Power BI. If you choose the option of import, your data should get imported from either the database file or the CSV file into your Power BI. Then a refresh is needed. So it depends on you. Either you use a direct query or import mode. When you use an import mode, the data should get loaded from somewhere into your Power BI. Okay, like this. Right now I'm importing the data from a CSV file. If you want to refresh in the server, so pro license give you 8 times a day license for refresh, but a premium license will give you 48 times. Hope I have answered your question. Okay, if you use direct query, there is no problem at all. Okay, right. Now I've connected to this file. The delimiter is comma. In default it is reading. I told you, in the backend it is understanding. Now this is a silly thing which I don't like in Power BI. So let me open this file. What was the file name? World Cup matches. Okay, how many columns are there? 18 columns are there. Okay, if you add an extra column, this will not get added here because it is hard coding it to 18 columns. Okay, in your file in future, if you are adding more columns, there is some transformation. Someone told you, okay, you bring me an extra column of product, you bring me an extra column of some entity, you bring me an extra column of some calculation, like you get me a sales per revenue column or such kind of things. Then your file, you will add that into your data, but it will not start to show in your Power BI. Why is because already 18 columns is hard coded by Power BI, which I don't like. So what you need to do, just remove this 18. Okay, columns is equal to 18. I've removed. I mean, whatever, like 25 or 30, whatever you see, remove that. It doesn't matter. So I've removed that, and encoding is 1252. It doesn't matter, and then code style. So this is fine. Now, automatically, once the data is read, if you see in the first, when the source was read, it is starting to show the column names in the first row. If you see season, team 1, team 2, it is starting to show here in the first row. Okay, so what Power BI will do, it will read, okay, I see that there is a header in the first row, so it will promote the headers. 99% of the times it will understand the headers and it will promote. And we have 1-2 examples where the headers will not get promoted, and we will do it as an example to promote to headers. Okay, and then automatically what Power BI will do, it will detect the data types of the columns. Okay, there is an option that was enabled default in Power BI. I'll show you where to turn off also. So it will automatically read, okay, season, because this is a forward slash, it is giving it as a text field. So some fields it is reading as a text field. Text field means string field, and date is a date field. Okay, match number is being considered as a number field. Venue is considered as a text, something like that. And if you see, majority of the columns are text fields, and then only winner runs and then match number are considered as integer, if you see. Okay, any questions until now? So this is done. You can, what you can do, I will command modify the match number to something else. Before that, I need to import one more file.
I have a
So once
question.
this, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Since you have removed this number of columns, like 18
Mm-hmm.
number there, so there is nothing in between, right? There is no, you did not mention anything. And that's why we see a lot of columns have been added now. So we have to manually remove those, the other
No, no,
10, the
no
data
other
column.
columns will get added, Ravi. 18
If
are
you,
only there.
okay, okay, okay.
In
Mm-hmm.
future, if in
I
that
see.
file, in your source file, if you add some
Mm-hmm.
2 more columns, that is generally common. No, we do some enhancement in our project. We get
Correct.
few more fields into our database or files. Automatically, it will not get appended. You will, you'll feel why my column is missing. Then you will come and understand it. This source, this was hard coded to the first time when you connected the file. So what I
Hmm.
generally practice also, either you connect to any file or something, I come here, I remove that column hard code. So in future also, if I make some enhancements, that problem will not come for me.
Okay. So it will be part of the data then.
Yes, correct.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right. So now this is done. Let me click on close and apply. You can choose any one of the option. If you don't want to say click on close, apply is apply, close and apply is close, as well as apply the changes you have made. Let me click on that. Okay, there is one more question from Arvind. How to prepare data? Actually, data is available in our machine, but how to build data, sir? Sir, I did not understand question, sir. Can you explain, Arvind?
Sir, actually data is available our mission, sir.
Yes.
Manually how to build the data. Actually, file is available our mission, right? For suppose when the file is available in our mission, so data is transferred to Power BI.
Correct.
Data is not available. So how to build the data and how to transfer the data into Power BI? That is my
Okay, sir. When you are working in any, you are the one moving into this field, right? Data field.
yes,
So what
yes.
will happen, no, sir? When you are working in the organization in a new team,
Mhm.
you will be, suppose you are working in some finance project, assume, or sales project, assume. Okay.
Okay, okay.
what they will do, they'll put you in a team. They'll tell you, okay, boss, you need to you are a Power BI developer. They'll tell you
Mhm.
you are recruited. Then they will tell you what is your source. Okay, once
Mhm.
you join, either
Ah,
you will join as an analyst or you will join in a senior position, basing on you,
okay.
whatever you have given interview.
Okay.
The expectation will be different. If you are an analyst, they will tell you some senior will be there from you. Okay, this is the database, this is the table, you need to connect to this, and you need to build a Power BI dashboard. Or if you are
Oh.
joining in a senior position, they will tell you,
Mhm.
okay, you have to build this report. They'll give you the final report, something like whatever I was showing yesterday, that Virat Kohli
Mhm.
dashboard and everything. They will show you my visualization is like this in my mind.
Mhm.
Okay, you
Okay.
speak to
Okay.
data team. They will tell you, you speak to data team, go and
Mhm.
ask them, where can I get the data from? So
Mhm.
when you speak
Okay.
to the data team who is maintaining
Mhm.
tables and all, they will tell you, okay, this table will provide you this data, but it
Mhm.
is not that straightforward that it is readily available. That data will be there in some 10 different tables, which you need to
Okay.
bring into a single visualization. How you will do that is we will learn in this program that we are doing for 25 hours, like how to transform data, how to join the tables, how to get them into a single visualization. All those
Okay.
you will
Yeah.
learn. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
right now, if your question is, okay, Abhishek, how did you get this data of 2023 World Cup? I did it in Google. I researched where could I find the data. I went through what if I take this example? Will I be able to correlate with my candidates who are joining for this course? Okay, that's why I'm bringing this data and making the visualization. Okay, right. So now two tables, I could load the data. Now it is starting to show here World Cup matches, World Cup points table. Okay, and as I told you, Power BI automatically was detecting the data type. This is match number is a number, and then winner run, winner wickets, and then date column is showing as a date. Good. One more sheet is pending from me. Get data. Okay. You can go here as well. Text or CSV. Connect. 6th March. One more last one is missing is delivery table. Click on open. Okay. Now let's click on transform data one more time. I want to do a few things. Okay. Match ID is coming up as a number field. Okay. And then season, start date, venue, innings is coming as a number field, ball is also coming as a number field, decimal, if you see 0.1 is coming as a decimal field. Okay, if you see here 1.2 means decimal, right? And then runs, extras, whites, 123, 123 it is showing means number field, ABC means text field. If you guys are unable to see, you can tell me. 123 number, ABC text field, 1.2 is a decimal field. Okay, right now this is decent enough. Let me close. I will tell you where is the problem if I don't change match number to a text field. Click on close. Okay, now my deliveries table is also imported. All the three tables are starting to reflect here, right? So as I told you, number field will come with a sigma in front of it, and the text field will not hold anything, and date field will have a calendar symbol. Okay, if you see, the file was last saved at 7:50. I did not save this file after importing this data. Always click on this floppy. Okay, this is saved now 8.3. So Mohan, I want you to share your screen so we can finish installing Power BI. I can come to this.
Okay, give me the presentation.
Yeah, sure. Yes, I've made it. Yeah. Go to the folder where it is downloaded. No, might be in your downloads. It will be there.
Oh,
You
sorry.
found, sir?
Can I click open?
Yeah, I am unable to see that screen. So if you can do, yeah. Ravi
Okay.
is asking a question. Yeah. Uh, did it open, sir? I don't see that screen. I see only your
Oh, I
might be you're using multi-screen. Click on share and choose the screen that you want to select. At
no.
the
It
bottom,
says that
share button.
you are sharing this. Okay.
This is
Oh,
your
okay.
screen only that I'm seeing, right? Click on share, choose the other screen. Share something else.
Okay.
Yeah, choose the other one. Entire screen is there, no? And then you can share entire screen, it's okay. If nothing is open. Because that Windows installer will come up. Yeah, right. So go to your downloads folder. Downloads. Yeah. Sort it by date modified. Second column. One more time. It is showing 311 only. Okay. Did it install? Did it download in some other location? Just go and check.
No, I don't know
Where was
how
it?
to check it is.
Okay. Open. Click on open. Click on open this one. Whatever you have done. Yeah. When we aggregate decimal and currency, will we show the same result or will be a small gap? Can you ask me what it is?
Yeah, what I mean is when we aggregate, when we sum the columns,
Mm, mm,
especially
mm,
when we convert these numbers into decimals or by or currency,
mm,
this
mm,
sum of the if I drag and put it on the card, will it show the
mm.
exact same result or it will have some because
It depends on
it'll
your company's end of the day. If they are okay with some tens, hundreds of dollars as a round
uh-huh.
off, it doesn't matter much. But if they are very
Okay.
particular, if you take until 3, 4 decimals, it wouldn't give you
Uh-huh.
much of a problem. So
So it is up
right,
to us that how many
yeah,
decimals
yeah,
we want to keep it.
correct. It is up to your
Okay.
boss end of the day.
All right. Okay.
So now, if you go to that Windows screen, this one, Windows app screen, Mohan,
Yeah.
Windows apps, where
Windows
you
app.
clicked
Where?
on open, no? Where you clicked on open, Windows apps? No, no, no.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah, correct, that one. So he downloaded the software from here. Once that was downloaded, it is automatically installed in apps, Microsoft apps. So once he clicked on open, if you go back to Power BI, you can minimize this. So there was no need of installing, clicking on next also. Directly it opened for him. So click on home. Okay. Now click on blank report, Mohan. So he is starting to see the same screen as mine. Okay. If you download through Microsoft apps, you just need to download, and once it is done, you just need to click on open. So this will open for you. Now the good part about Mohan's installation is he has done it using Microsoft apps. So whenever there is an update in Microsoft, he will have the latest most version. If you click on help Mohan, help button on the top ribbon, yeah. 1 second, you should have the version here. Click on support.
About.
Should be in about.
About, yes. Yeah, you see 2.129.1229. So May 24 release. He's already holding the latest version. Okay, let me pull back the screen. Okay, thank you, Mohan.
Oh, okay.
Everyone try it. If it doesn't work, you can ask me tomorrow. I will help you out. Not a big thing. This is very easy to install also. Might be an Anaconda or something, you need my guidance. Okay, so right now, this is this thing, help about. So I am still holding November 23 version because I did not install through Power App, Microsoft apps. I have to install every time manually. Okay, I did not update it. I kept it like that. Okay, right. So now I have all the 3 files which are required for me. Okay, this is the report view. The second one is the table view. Okay, in the table view, if you see, I am seeing all the 3 tables here, and here also I am seeing all the columns. Good. Okay, you can just verify matches points table. decent enough. Then the third one is model view. Okay, so right now when I imported the data, the good part is Power BI already made one join here. Okay, points table with matches table. It has joined a team with the team, even though the column name was different, team and team one. Power BI, what it will do, it will automatically read the data which is imported in your data set into your Power BI, and then it will understand, okay, which is the common column. Okay, and it will try to make the join on its own. So if you see, let me open this points table and open matches table is already open. Okay, so this team column is joined with team one column. Okay, column B here is joined with column B here automatically, because it is holding similar data: India, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand and everything, England, Pakistan, Afghanistan and everything, right? So what has Power BI done? It has already joined the data, and if you see the cardinality, it is starting to show as many to one. I'll explain on what is one to one, many to one. No, don't worry on that. So now among these two files, yeah, someone is having a question. Okay, so suppose in points table I select India. Similar way, in this table also, matches table also, I will select India. Okay, what is the direction of mapping? If you see, it is going from points table, the arrow is towards matches table. If you see, the arrow is pointing towards matches table. From points table, it is going into matches table. Okay, left to right. Let me switch that. Okay, from points table, it is going into matches table. How many records are there for India here? One. How many records are there for India here? Many. Like 5 or 6. One too many. You see, from points table, it is going into matches table. So the relationship is one to many or many to one. That is what it is showing here. Okay. And it is saying cross filter direction is single. I'll explain you what is cross filter direction, single and both. Okay. And there is an option already checked here called make this relationship active. Click on OK. Okay. So if I go back here, open relationship editor. Now this is a thick dark line where the relationship is enabled. If I remove this, make this relationship active, it will become a dotted line. Your relationship will be there, but it has been removed for the moment because you have removed your relationship between both the tables. Why relationship is useful? How to bring both the data into a single visualization, that we'll see. So for that sake, what you need to do, open your relationship editor and then make this relationship active. Okay. Now, then one of you, might be Arvind, will ask me, sir, why deliveries table did not join with the other two tables? Is there not a common column? Right. So let's see. Okay, this is my deliveries table. Okay, for the sake of time, I am already picking out the column. It is venue. Okay, and then in matches table, is there a common column? No. Points table, it is not there. In matches table, it should be there. Okay, so the venue column is present in both the sheets. If you see column F in matches table and column D in deliveries table. Okay, here you see F column, here D column. right? Why did it not join automatically? Venue, and the column name is also same, venue with venue. But at least here it was team and team one. If you see the join, it is team and team one. Still, basing on the data, it could understand, it would make the join. But now, why in this one it could not make the join? Here in venue column heading is there. Here also venue column heading is there. That too in small case. Why Power BI did not understand? Can anyone guess? I'm showing you the data. Why it could not make the join? Observe the data clearly. If you see this record with this record, Narendra
So
Modi
because it has
Stadium.
many to many, maybe because of that. Maybe
No,
it is left up to the user.
no. You could see the data
Because
here. Yes, sir.
yeah, the texting is not equal. It's saying Ahmedabad at the end in delivery table, but
Correct.
it is
So
absent in
as I
message table.
correct. You're bang on. So now what happened? I told you, even though the column name is same, Power BI what it'll do, it'll run through the data. So now you see here it is Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. But here it is Narendra Modi Stadium. So what will Power BI understand? It will not understand, okay, this is equal to this, because the data set is not exactly matching to this. So, okay, it could not make a join. It said, okay, I have something extra called Ahmedabad and a comma. I don't understand this with this. So now it is up to the user. As I think Ravi told, we need to go modify the data set to modify both the columns to be equal so that we can make a join. So what I will do, I will click on transform data here.
So it just not read the name
Text.
of the column, but also the data. It go and see the data
Data,
inside.
it'll read through the data more than column. It'll read through the data, Ravi. If you see, even the first join it made with team and team one. Even the column name was different. It could
Correct.
understand the data.
Yeah. That is what I was
Now,
thinking. How did it? Yeah. Okay.
that's the beauty about Power BI, no?
Great. Okay.
Okay. Now, what was the problem for me? Venue column, I am having something called Ahmedabad extra. All right. So what I will do, I'll split the column into two columns. So how you could do? On the top only, you're seeing under home, split the column. Click on this. I want to split it by delimiter comma. Okay. It is defaulted to space, but minus comma. Choose comma. Okay. Each occurrence of the delimiter. Click on OK. Now my column is split into two. So what I will do, I can rename this into venue. You can double click here, rename to venue, and you can do one more way is like go here. Do you see rename? Do you see it? Yes, I see it. Rename this to city. Okay. So I did 3 steps now. Previously, if you noticed, when I added this deliveries table, it was until change type only. Now I did split column by delimiter. I did the change type. It automatically changed the type of the two fields into text because both are text fields. And then I renamed the columns. The first column venue one I renamed to venue, and the second venue two column I renamed to city. Now the beauty thing about Power BI, the most beautiful thing about I like about Power BI more than Tableau in this case is all the steps which you do will get recorded here. And as a developer of Power BI, what you can do, you can write your notes here. You can say, okay, go here, rename. I split this venue column, split. I will write a simple notes. Then this one, rename, auto type. Just I did not do anything. Then I renamed the columns. Venue column, rename. So how many ever steps you do it within the data set, those will start to get recorded here. That is a beautiful thing, right? After 1 month, 2 month, or 6 months, you have downloaded, you have published, you have to do some enhancement. You can come back here, go to your transform data, and you can see your steps. And looking at this small simple comments only, I will understand what I have done here. I will not forget. Okay. So this is a good part. Any question here until now? So what I will do, obviously, whenever you do some changes, click close and apply. Okay, now it will say I'll load the data. Just give it a moment. Okay, now after you transform the data, it will not automatically read it. So it is on you now to join venue column with venue column. So pick your venue column, go here. You can drop it and we will modify the relationship. Let me drop it over there. So I've chosen venue column here. Where is venue column? Here, venue column at the last. I'm choosing venue column in matches table. I'm choosing venue column in deliveries table. Now both the data set is looking similar. And obviously it is having many records in first sheet with many records in the other sheet. It is showing many to many relationship, cross filter direction. I'll explain. Make this relationship active. That's what I've made an effort. No, I want this relationship to be active. Click on OK. Okay. So now it is showing star to star relationship, many to many. So the join is done. All the three tables, I could make the join. Any questions, anyone? Okay, right. So this view is called as model view, where you can see all your tables. You can make the joins. Okay, and this is the table view. As I told you, you can see your data and add a few columns, which I will help you out. No problem. Now let's try to build a simple points table. Okay, this is visualization report view. Okay, so if I want to add, take it very straightforward. Like, okay, I want to take matches. I'm just selecting on the column. Automatically, it will start to show here. I want to see the team. Okay, I want to see the ranking. Okay, I want to see the points. I want to see run rate. I want to see how many matches they have won, how many matches they have lost. So right now, what is this matches field in matches points table? Let's go to this. I need to understand my data set, right? You can go here. You see matches is 9. It is always 9 and it is starting to show. So that doesn't, total number of matches is 9 matches per each team. I'll remove this column, not needed for me. Okay, team is needed. Ranking is needed. Points is needed. Run rate is needed. How many matches they have won, how many matches they have lost, right? So now let me close this sheet. Right now, even though it is a number column, this ranking column, points table column, if you see, these are starting to show as sigma symbol is lost, right? These are not starting to show as a number field. These are starting to show as a string field. Suppose I want to see ranking. I will click on this ranking. It is showing as a whole number, right? But the ranking is not getting added here. Okay, why? Because I want it to be that way only, but if you click on sum, number field will get added. Okay, if you, for points also, if you want to click on sum, okay, you need to click on this downward arrow under visualizations, your column name, you go here, click on sum. Okay, and automatically the column is starting to reflect. Okay, but I will not add the ranking column, so it should not be don't summarize only. This is useful sum and all when we are doing sales revenue, and then like how much sale we are making, sales before discount, sales after discount, all those columns. And then I will clip it to don't summarize. I think this was asked by Ravi. And there is one more question. How can we add additional data on the fly to existing three tables? You mean to say, Sharma, like that you want to do some transformation on the column, or you want to bring an extra column into your data set? You can answer that. You want to bring an extra column into the data set, or you want to do some transformation and keep the column in our data set? You can answer. I'll explain. Extra column. Okay, you want to do transformation, right? So then what you need to do, you need to go to your modeling and then create the new column, which I will show in our data set only in further steps. Like I want to create a 6 column boundaries column, all those we will do transformation and bring the column. Okay, right. So now for this one here, team ranking position. So I want to know how many matches they have won in the second position. Okay, hold your column, drag it above one, hold your column, move it to last. Okay, and then ranking, let me keep it in the first. Okay, and then points table, points is fine, it is in the correct position, run rate is at the last position, right? Now this table is created. Okay, but I want the ranking column to be in ascending order. Okay, click here, sort by ranking. Okay, it has come in descending order. Netherlands is showing in the first place, but I want India to be, which is in the number 1 position, to be in the first place. So what you can do, click on 3 dots, ascending order. This is how simple it is to create a simple visualization. Now this visualization is a table visualization. Any questions, anyone?
Yeah, this don't summarize is not there for the matrix. I think I was checking now.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, if you want to let me, because you have asked this question, I will not put an effort to add one more like this, Ravi.
Yeah,
Generally
yeah,
what I
okay,
do,
okay.
no? So what I will do, I'll copy this visualization, paste it again, it will become a duplicate. So I will go and click on the visualization that I want to make. 1 second. Click on your latest visualization, click on summarize. So now here you see, when I have chosen, you're talking about matrix only, right? When I've chosen on
Yeah.
matrix, so the teams have gone into columns. Okay, it
Mm-hmm.
depends on the rearrangement now. So suppose I want to
Correct.
keep teams here, and then suppose points I want to keep here. Okay, or let's remove a few columns and get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now Afghanistan, I want it in values. Okay, it is showing as
Yeah.
count in default,
Yes.
but I want it as sum. No, you
Yes,
see,
but we don't have. Yeah,
don't
we can't
summarize.
have
Why?
flexibility
Why?
of yeah.
Because this is matrix is a summarized data table. You are intentionally using this for summarizing the values field. So when you are choosing matrix table, no, in default the options available will be all data related fields. Okay, like a sum, average, maximum, minimum, count, distinct, standard deviation, mean, median, mode. But in a table, you want to show the entire data set. Either you want to sum or you don't want to sum.
Correct.
Okay, but
Ah,
when you're
okay.
choosing a matrix field, it is an intention that I want to show summary of data. That's why it will be already in data fields. So here you need to modify your columns, like what you want to see in teams, what you want to see in columns, what you want to see in values. Okay, we will explore more on matrix because we have a lot of data sets like data mart of like stores, amazing mart. We will explore that in that session. Okay, any questions, Ravi?
Great. Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
So now this table is, yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, sir, please change in average sum of points.
Okay, it will start to show same because your column is holding only one value.
I have one question. Then in total, average of some points will calculate
Hmm.
some of
You
the
don't want to
values.
do that.
How?
You don't want to do that. Correct. This will give you
How?
average only, sir. This will give you average value. Now you average these values, no?
The
If you do,
I
this
need to
will.
I need in total sum of values. How?
Okay. Show as you need to create a measure for this. Okay. And get that measure
Which
into this visualization. Automatically
which
in default, when you choose average, it will start to show you average.
mm,
You understood, no? What I'm saying? You need to create a measure. Okay.
which
And
measure? Which measure, sir?
which measure means, sir? You should use calculate, sir. Calculate measure. Take these values, create a column, and start to show here. You should bring it as an extra column and show it here if you have to fix that patch. Okay, we will
Okay.
see when we go to measures topic, where we need to bring an extra row, extra column. We will put it over here, and then it will start to act like that is a column which is present in Power BI, but it is not. We will create and we'll put it over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now this table I will duplicate. Okay, and I will, what I will do, let me remove run rate, points, number of matches 1 I want, ranking I don't want. Okay, suppose in this visualization I want to modify to a column chart. Okay, arrange your axis. Just a moment. Okay, now I want to see the number of matches won by each team. Like India, it should show 9. South Africa, it should show 7. But what happened? It is showing everything as 1 because the aggregation in y-axis is count. I have to change it to a summary aggregation or a maximum or a minimum. Suppose I choose summary. You see, it is starting to show India 9, Australia 7, South Africa 7. Okay, so it is that easy in Power BI that I just duplicated the visualization and I just removed the columns which are not necessary for me, and then I moved my x-axis and y-axis. So my x-axis is team column and my y-axis is, like, suppose right now the data set is holding sum on 1. That's why it is showing 9 times India is 1. Suppose you want to enable data labels, you want to see here, but I want to see position inside. Okay, and you want to see, make it a little bigger and bold. We can play with formatting. Formatting is a very easy thing, and I will show you how to format data. So that is how you can easily make charts within Power BI and visualizations. You just need to play with data. That's it. Once you build your report models, model view, playing with formatting is very simple in Power BI. Okay. Thank you for joining today. We will meet back tomorrow and we will
Sir,
enhance our
I'm having a
visualization and
question.
we'll go ahead, madam.
Sir, these are final data sets, assuming there will be no modifications. But when we are working on any financial reports, there will be quite often interim or budget releases will be there. So all the
Hmm.
time we just need to refresh the data, or because we are loading in our local system. So the same step should be repeated quite often.
Yes,
I
madam.
mean,
So what you will do, no, madam, all the transformation you should write in your transform, or else you should create your measures, madam. Your input data set is always common, no, madam. Like same file you are connecting to Power BI or you are
uh,
enhancing your file anytime.
all the time we used to enhance the files, adding extra columns, or if you want to remove the columns
You
which we want on the
right,
page.
you can do it in Power BI, madam. We will create a standard. No, suppose right now in this I don't have a 6 column, I don't have a boundary column, which I have to create. Once I
I mean,
create
there
this
will
column,
be
my original,
changes in data also, right?
yes, sir, yes, madam, but your columns will remain same, no? Your revenue column is always same, your sales column is always same, but the transformation you will do it within Power BI, and the data, original data set what you are connecting to Power BI is same. Your transformations are available in Power BI. It will start to reflect as a data set which you are building, right? You understood my logic?
Yeah, got it.
You
Understood.
understood, no? Your columns are same, no, madam. Your columns will not modify, right? If your columns are modifying, then no one can do any automation or visualization
Got
because
it.
columns will be same. Any company, your revenue column, your customer number column, your customer name column is always same. Once you connect that data to any visualization tool, you would have already done some, or you would have already done some transformation on your data field, and it is showing data. So tomorrow also the same file will be connected to Power BI, or a new file you will connect, but the input data source should be same. If you are modifying your data source, original data source, then you should modify your Power BI accordingly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, madam.
Sir, actually, I would like to practice this today. So,
I will
we
dump it in
want.
Drive, madam. I will dump it in Drive,
Okay. Okay.
and then
So,
yes, go ahead, madam.
yeah. So it has all the datas, right? The data which you have used now, I can use the
Yes,
same,
madam.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
as it is, you can try to do. But I think you should. I will speak in the group. I will tell them. I think once the payments are done, only they will share the drive with you. Might be that is with the institute and you that you need to decide.
Okay.
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 Yeah, but I'll load it into drive and share it with them. They will give it to you. No problem.
Okay. Sir, also I have one doubt. So what is the level of this practical, sir? Like it's entry job or
You
4 years of
you
experience.
will
So,
you will go from basic. Right now, what I'm showing is very basic. You will go
okay.
from this level to advanced level.
Okay.
But
Advanced I.
you will do it because you will be able to do when we go to advanced, because I have had students in past who were non-coding background, nothing they know about any visualization, but they could do what I could do and they could do better than me.
Okay. 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 All right. Is this institution is providing any placement assistance?
That you should ask the institute, madam. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rajitha, I think you were on
Hello?
mute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for learning this Power BI, right, we should have prior knowledge of SQL and Pandas, or
No,
without that
madam.
also we can.
No, madam. Power BI, you don't need any SQL knowledge. But
But is it better if we
in the
have
due
those, so we
course,
can learn even them?
yes, correct. In the due course, if you learn Power BI, madam, it
Hmm.
like SQL and Python, it is good for you in a career. You should, if you are looking at a data field, okay, data analyst, data scientist, or whatever it is, minimum basic will become SQL, database connection. Okay, you should
Yeah,
know
I'm
Python
completely
for programming.
newcomer. I
No.
completely
I'm saying
newcomer.
if
Hmm.
you are aiming for that, I am telling
Hmm.
you what would be required: SQL, Python, one visualization tool, one cloud, one data transformation tool. If you know these five, and if you are in future learning about machine learning and all, no one can stop you. But minimum basic would be Power BI for visualization, SQL for database connection. At least you should learn how to write select queries.
Oh, so if we have to learn this Power BI also, we should know little knowledge of writing the queries and all.
Not 100% statement. Without knowing SQL also you can do Power BI.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you know SQL, it is an added advantage for you.
Easy for us, something like
Yes, it is an
that. Oh,
advantage. Not easy.
okay.
Power BI in itself can do everything, madam. You will understand how it is playing a trick. Right now, see how much time I could take. Within no time, I could make many things.
Yeah, only using the table we are doing these
Hmm,
transformations, everything.
correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Hello, I'm Nitesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many class we take the DEX? I mean,
DAX, I will teach you like 7-8 hours, sir. That is the most time that I spend. And I don't know whether you were there yesterday. 1 second.
mm,
Were you there yesterday?
no, today I join actually.
Okay, 1 second. So I've written the DAX into low complexity, medium complexity, and high complexity. If you see 171 lines, this will be more than 100 formulas. My
Mm,
majority of the time that I'll be spending is in DAX, because I want people to learn what is actually Power BI. I don't want to color format major of the things. Like I don't want to make it beautiful. You see, formatting is very simple. Anyone can do,
yes.
but writing a DAX is difficult. That's why I do most of DAX. I will share this document as well, but I will teach you
Mhm.
everything in this sheet.
Okay. One more question. I mean, hello.
Yes, sir.
You will cover about like a power services also, right? After we completed everything and then we publish the power services and
Hmm.
power report. kind of thing that.
Once we publish, I don't have the license to it. I'll show you how to make the security and all enabled over there. I'll show you how to make refreshes and all those things. But on the server, if on the service, whatever we want to do, I don't have a license. Might be that is a simple thing like 5% of Power BI, which will be left out. But
I mean,
nothing
like
much will be there in the service once you publish. Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
after that we have the some security kind of things now when we
Yeah, I will
publish.
teach you row level security, dynamic row level security, everything I will teach you. That is what I'm saying. I will teach you all those.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else, anyone? But don't hesitate. I think I will do justification, do what I teach. It's up to you. You take a call. Okay. Thank you then.
Hello. Uh,
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Shivam.
yes, sir. Yes. Actually, I am a fair user. Means I know about. I am an intermediate user in Power Query, and I do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of transformation, around 15, 20 steps, or maybe even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I have found is it's a pain point because it becomes sometimes it's too much time consuming.
Difficult. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, loading the data into Power BI and all. So,
Hmm.
what would help me more, using pandas for transformation in Power Query or using DAX?
Do you use database, sir?
I'm starting to use one. Earlier,
Okay.
it was all based on Excel.
Okay. One suggestion I would give you out of experience. You treat Power BI as a visualization tool, sir. Don't take it for a transformation. Okay. And if you are going to use database, I would say write your transformations in database. Let it handle the power of transforming things. Okay.
Okay,
Then finally, once the transformation is done, you bring it to Power BI and do the visualizations here. Do simple transformations in Power BI. Do simple measures in Power BI because it is a visualization tool, right? But if the
okay,
data set is small, whatever you can do, Power BI will be fast only. But if your data set is big, don't trouble Power
yes,
BI by you connecting to such big data sets. Do your transformation in database.
okay,
That is what I do also practically. As I told you, I handle millions of records. I play everything on database and I connect to Power BI. Simple transformations like a throwaway things, immediate things. I do it on Power BI.
okay. So
But end
just to
of the day, you
imagine,
should know all this. Go ahead, sir.
okay, just wanted to means how you do it. I don't know, but how does that change the structure of tables or add another table in the database itself? Or
Yes,
what
I
actually
would
happens?
encourage you. You should always have multiple source tables that you will have. And once you do, you should create intermediate tables, sir. Like transform
Okay,
few two tables into a single table. You create a view. On top of it, again, from that multiple intermediate tables, you try to create a final table where you are bringing all the data sets together. And that final table, if from 6 tables you are making a single table, okay, by doing
okay,
transformation, that single table, but that final table you connect to Power BI. Okay, so what will
okay,
happen? Power BI is always connected to that direct table. It is connected using direct query. You don't need to struggle much because data pulling is very simple for Power BI, but data transformation
okay.
it will struggle.
All right. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay,
Yes, thank you, sir.
anyone else? Anything? Okay, if nothing, then I will call it a day. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Bye bye.